What is up, everybody? It is your man Brian back with you for another review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Crown 2. Alright, this was sent over to me for free for the purpose of the review from premiumvapesupply.com, so you can find this on Premium Vape Supply. I'll have a link to it down in the description. Matter of fact, let me pull the website up really quick. That way I can give you guys pricing and stuff on it. I believe, yes, I think I'm of legal age. I believe they are selling it for, hold on, don't quote me. Here it is right here. Okay, we got it. Alright, premiumvapesupply.com. You can get it in stainless steel or black. You can get it in stainless steel, black, and coffee. I guess coffee is like a brown or bronze looking one, something like that. Well, not bronze, but I guess it's like a brownish. Yep, it's like a brown. And they are $29.95, and an extra pack of coils for it if you want to get that. When you pick it up, you can get the 0.25 ohms stainless steel 316, the 0.5 ohm SS316 coil, which can be ran in temperature control or wattage mode, and they also have a 0.8 Canthal coil that is only run in wattage mode. Alright, so I'm not going to dive down or anything. There's no reason to dive down for this. I'm not doing a build or anything. I'm showing you what comes in the package. I'm showing you the inside and outs of the tank. I'm showing you the coils. I'm going to show you how to prime it. I'm going to show you how to fill it. And then that's going to be it. We're going to get out of here. This is not going to be a long review. It's going to be a little simple thing. I'm going to show you what's up with it, my thoughts on it, and then we'll get out of here. Alright, so let me have a vape. We'll get to it. No, I'm not vaping on that. This is my Goon RDA on my custom CBM box. Alright. So anyway, this is the packaging for the Crown. This is actually my first UL product. I did not have the original Crown, and I did not get the Refail. And speaking of the Refail, if you want an RBA deck for this, because they do not have one specifically for this, the Refail RBA deck will work in this, and you can also put the Refail coils in this, and you can also take the bullet shape positive pin, which I'll show you what I'm talking about, off the bottom of these coils and switch it with the Refail coils and use it like that if you like the airflow in that one. Okay. So it'll have a piece of tape going around the top of it, and it'll tell you which color you got. I got the stainless steel one. It says Crown 2 on it. Alright, down here it just says the product has been protected by US and Chinese patent laws, so I guess it can't be cloned or whatever. And on the top it just says UL. On the bottom you got your authenticity thing, okay? And then you pull out this bubble wrap packaging. I love UL's packaging. I love how they put it in this tin can, which is very durable. And they also put it in this, so if USPS throws it around, you don't have to worry about getting a broken tank, because I've seen USPS do some crazy things. Alright, so you just pull that out, and then there's nothing inside except your extra O-rings. And did they give you screws? No, there is no screws. It's not an RTA, Brian. Extra O-rings for it, okay? And then you get your user manual, and there was a UL sticker in it, but I got that up on my sticker wall back there, as you can see, everything on the mirror. They give you this, which is like a warning card to keep out of reach of children and all that stuff, and follow UL on Facebook and Instagram. Alright, here is they just tell you how to take it apart, how to prime your coil. Everything I'm going to show you is in here, okay? So there's no real reason for me to waste time showing that to you, alright? In this packaging, alright, inside the tank, alright, alright, you take this and you just pop this out like that. Alright, you're going to have a coil on top with this little condom thing on it, protects you so nothing gets inside or nothing gets around here. Now this is the .25, okay? This comes pre-installed in the tank. When you first get the tank, it'll have this coil in there, which is a .25. And inside the packaging, like I just pulled this one out, will be the .5 ohm coil. Both of the coils that come with the tank are stainless steel 316L parallel coils, alright? One is .25 and one is .5. So you can run them in wattage or stainless steel 316 temperature control. Alright, so this is your coil. Alright, this is, like I said, this is the .25. I took this one out and put the .5 in because I wanted to see how long the .5 ohm lasted, because you'll get more life out of the .5 than you will out of the .25 because you're running less power through it. So I wanted to see how long this one lasted, and I've had this tank for about 2 weeks now, and I'll show you the coil, the .5 ohm coil that I have in there. I've had this tank for almost 2 weeks, and I've been vaping on it pretty much every day. Not all day long, but I do vape on it every day. And I have been trying to kill this .5 ohm coil, and I cannot do it. Like I said, I've had it in this thing for 2 weeks, and I've been running crushed fruits through it, and what did I put in there first? I switched juices on it and everything, but this tank has had probably about at least 25 refills, and this coil is still not dead, and it went through 2 different juices. Like I said, I can't remember what I put in there at first, but I vaped it, and then I switched I didn't let the coil dry out, and then I just dumped the crushed fruits right on top of the other juice, which was also another fruit, and it still holding up. The coil's not black, the cotton is still white. I mean, I don't know how long that coil is going to last, but I know for me it's lasted 2 weeks already. And like I said, I've had about 25 tankfuls through it. So anyway, let me show you the coils. I'm rambling on, alright? Down in there, that's your coil, okay? You're not going to really be able to see it too well, I don't think. Let me see if I can get this thing to... No, it's not going to focus. But anyway, down in there is your coil, parallel coil, alright? I believe it's a 3mm. It looks like a 3mm coil. Alright, but anyway, this is the bullet part that I was talking about. You can take and pull this bullet part out if you want to, and stick it on the bottom of the refail if you like the airflow off of this. You can put this on the bottom of a refail coil and use the refail coils, and like I said, you can also get the refail RBA deck and use in this tank, okay? So that's the coil. Alright, and I know everybody was having problems with these coils, or some people were having problems with them, some people weren't. I haven't experienced no wire taste, no hot wire taste. I haven't gotten any burnt hits. I haven't gotten any dry hits. The coil wicks perfectly fine. It handles wattage. On the .5, I believe it's rated at like 50 to 80 watts or something like that. I had it up to 100, and I had the preheat punch on my Sigelli Fuchai 213. I had it at 100 watts, and I had the preheat punch at 110, and I sat there and chain vaped on it, and I still didn't get no dry hits or burnt hits. And then I took it back down to 70 because it was just too hot of a vape for me. I just wasn't liking the vape that I was getting off of it. Not that it didn't hold up, I just wasn't comfortable with it. And then I took it back down to 70, and I got the preheat punch at 90. For the first second and a half, it hits 90 and then drops back down to 70. And I haven't experienced anything bad with the .5 ohm coil that I got here. Like I said, I haven't even gotten to this coil yet because I've had that .5 in there for about 2 weeks. So it's just the luck of the draw, okay? These coils are made by hand, okay? So you're gonna have coils that aren't good, you're gonna have coils that are good. Now, from what I'm understanding, when this tank first came out, it had like a like a weird aluminum looking coil. It was like I don't know. It was weird looking, but this part was like grayish aluminum or something like that, and then they switched from that to these coils with the black ring on it, and these I have both of this kind. This is the second generation of coils. And like I said, I haven't tried the .25, but the .5 has been nothing but perfect. And I know they came out with a third generation that are supposedly supposed to have no problems at all. And if you want to know the difference, the second generation has this bright aluminum look on it and a black O-ring, this black O-ring. The third generation still has this aluminum look on it, but this O-ring is gray. So that's how you can tell the difference between second and third generations. Don't get the first generations, because those are the ones that everybody was having major problems with, okay? They do give you an extra quartz glass with it. I'm not going to bother taking it out. This is just a piece of glass. I mean, the piece of glass that's in the tank looks exactly like it, alright? And then at the bottom of this, you have your tank, alright? So let me go ahead and put this stuff back in there. And we'll look at the tank. And I gotta say, I have been loving this tank. I am not a sub-ohm tank user because I don't like purchasing coils. I will be getting the Rafael RBA deck after I burn up that when this .5 finally dies and I burn through and kill the .25, I'll be getting the RBA deck because I just don't buy pre-made coils. I want to know that the coil I'm making is going to work. So I'd rather do it by myself. I don't want to put money out and then have a coil mess up on me. I'd be pissed. So anyway, this is what the tank looks like. If anybody saw the Rafael, it kind of looks like the Rafael has all the lines and stuff like that, alright? And like I said, this is my first UL product, so I don't know how the Rafael was, and I don't know how the Crown version 1 was. So I don't have anything to compare it to. I'm just comparing it off of me. It is a removable 510 drip tip. I know that UL had a standard drip tip on the Rafael, and I don't know if the Crown 1 had a 510 drip tip or not. But anyway, it's a Delrin insulated stainless steel drip tip. Okay, the outside stainless steel, the inside's Delrin. This has not gotten hot on me. Even when I sit there and chain vape it, it has not gotten hot. Okay. And you can use your own 510 drip tips in here. Okay, and it is a top filling and a bottom filling tank. Okay. You just take, and you don't have to worry about anything coming undone because they got a locking mechanism in here, which I'll show you. Alright, so you just grab the little knurlings or whatever, and it's about one full twist and just a little hair more will take this top cap off. Okay, inside you got that black piece to seal everything in, which they do give you an extra one of in case it stops sealing stuff. Let me grab a screwdriver so that I can show you guys the locking mechanism that they got in here. Apparently they put this locking mechanism in because the Crown version 1, people were complaining about when they would go to untwist the top cap off to fill up their tank, that this bottom base where the coil screws in, or the bottom base, when they would unscrew the top, was also coming apart. So UL on this Crown version 2 put a locking mechanism down in there. You see the arrow and the two locks up top. One says unlock, one says lock. The only way you can I'll show you that in a second. The only way you can take this apart is by unlocking that. It's reverse threaded. So when you twist that top cap off to fill your juice back up, you don't have to worry about this moving on you. The only way you can like if you drop this and break your glass, the only way you can get to change your glass is by going in here with a screwdriver and unlocking it. So that's pretty cool. I've never seen a feature like that on a tank. So anyway, those are your juice fill holes from the top, alright? And then you just, let me show you the airflow. This is the airflow. this thing has nice airflow. I love the airflow on this thing, okay? And it does click into place. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But anyway, it clicks into place, alright? This is the airflow. And I have closed this all the way down and tried to mouth the lung. It's too airy for a mouth to lung, so it's only direct lung. But it is a really nice tight draw if you close it all the way down. Not mouth to lung, but still. Alright, so you just unscrew the bottom to get to your coil. Alright. And these threads are, they're a little crunchy, but once you get it to grab, it goes on nice. But this, I will say, this base, now the top cap I have no problem with, but this base, unscrewing this tank part, for me, mine is a little bit crunchy, okay? So, I don't know. But anyway, on the bottom, you got your 510 pin that is not hybrid safe. Do not use this on a hybrid mech mod. You will blow your hand off, okay? Don't do it. Don't use it on a hybrid. You'll blow your hand right off. Alright, this thing does not protrude even a little bit, okay? Not even a hair, not even a millimeter, not even a quarter millimeter, not nothing. It's literally flush with the negative threads. Alright, so here's your base. It just tells you crown and UL and the website and all that stuff. Alright, so let me go ahead and take out this coil. Coil just screws out, screws in, same thing as any other sub-ohm tank. Down there is your positive connection for the base, and here is the 0.5 ohm coil that I was telling you guys about. Look at my cotton. Look how white the cotton still is. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see down in here, but if you let me see if I can get it just right. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it just right. But anyway, this coil, the wire in here is just now, after 2 weeks, starting to turn brown. Or, you know, like it's starting. You can tell that it's going to go soon, but I mean, it's been 2 weeks. So, I mean, that's damn good for me for a coil. And like I said, I don't even like sub-ohm tanks. So, but anyway, like I said, you can fill this from the bottom or the top. So there's your bottom fill. If you prefer to fill from the bottom, just take your bottle and stick it in one of them 4 holes. Alright, there's your chimney piece, and as you can see, they did away with that stupid spit back thing that they had in the Reassembly. And here's your locking mechanism. You just take it, you can use the back of your ceramic tweezers, or you can use a screwdriver, anything that's flat that you can get down in here with, okay? And then you just take, and if you want to unlock it, you just turn it. Just take and turn it, and whatever way the unlock symbol is, turn it towards that way until that little ring comes out. Your little ring will come out, and then you can take and, oh good God, she was on there. And then you can take and take it apart to change your glass if you need to, or take it apart for cleaning or anything like that, okay? And if your O-ring sticks to the top of that glass like mine did, just make sure you peel it off and stick it back in there, okay? Because it's really easy to lose one of them O-rings, you know, flush it down the sink or something like that. So anyway, you just screw it back together. Make sure it's, you don't have to over tighten it, you just make sure it's tight. And you just take this ring, put it back down in there. Just screw it whatever way the lock is. You gotta get it started first. Screw it whichever way the lock goes, which is going to be counterclockwise from what you're used to doing because this is reverse threaded. It's tightened back down. And then you just you can screw your coil in, and then you just take your juice. If you're using a sub-ohm tank and you're using these pre-made coils, okay, you do not necessarily have to prime these. But if you do not prime them, make sure you don't vape on it as soon as you fill the tank up. Give it about 10 minutes to soak up and let itself wick. Alright, but if you're planning on vaping on this thing as soon as you fill the tank up, then you definitely want to prime it to get this started, or else you'll burn your coil right out. Alright, so how I do it is I just put, this coil is already primed, but I just take the dropper, and then I'll put about 4 drops in there, and then I'll take and touch it on each wicking hole. Alright, and then take and screw this back on. Go ahead and fill this guy up. And I believe this holds, it says that it holds 5 mils of juice, but I've heard from other people that it holds more. So I have a syringe that I was going to test and see how much it actually held in this review, but I forgot to grab it before I started the camera, and I wasn't shutting it back down to start it, okay? So it is what it is. But I know it holds at least 5 mils of juice. But I believe I watched somebody else's review, and it held, I believe they got like 6 mils in there or something. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what they said. I believe it was 6 mils. Alright, so just fill it up. And because this top cap doesn't thread down into it, it threads on the outside of this thing. You can literally fill this tank up. I don't want to tilt it, but see this inside chimney right there? You can literally fill it up to the top of that, and then screw your top cap on. Alright, screw your top cap on. Put it on your mod. Open your airflow. And vape it. Awesome flavor, awesome clouds. I mean, this thing is awesome. I love this tank. I absolutely love this tank. Like I said, I can't wait to burn through the .25 ohm and then get the Rafael RBA deck. That I can't wait to build a coil and see how the flavor is building your own coil for this. So anyway, guys, that's all I got for you, okay? Make sure you join CASAD, fight for your right to vape. We're coming down to the wire. August 8th is literally right around the corner. So we're not going to have anything new coming out or anything like that. But what's on the market, we'll be able to at least stay for a little while. Make sure you come over to Tommy Vapor Show every Friday night at 11 p.m. Eastern and hang out with us over there. Make sure you check out vapeshack.org. Check out Premium E-Liquids while you're over on Premium Vape Supply. They just dropped their two new flavors. If you want to see the review for them, I have it posted on the site, and I also have it posted in my previous videos. Make sure you go over and check out Greg at the Brothers Vape. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. So until the next one, I will see you guys later. See ya.